She wouldn't be able to unlock it anyway. That's how I do. I don't share my password with them.
Yeah, I know.
They
I
don't
have a
need to know
problem. I don't have a problem. What you got on your phone? Let me see what your phone we got on.
that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You want to see my phone?
No.
I have nothing to hide from you.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh.
Is what I would say if I did have something to hide from
Got it.
you. You ready to get it started?
Yep.
All right, let's get this thing started. Hey, Sadhana.
All right.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Good. Let's welcome my friends.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
My name is Joseph Vivens.
My name is Sadhana Jackson Vivens.
And welcome to our show called
First Off.
So our podcast, our show, is all about parenting in this day and age. I'm doing it off the top of the head. I know. It's all about parenting in this day and age. There is no manual for being married. There is no manual for parenting. And so we share our experiences, positive and negative, and try to reclaim joy every step of the way.
Yes.
That's it. Like we have it, and we're just reclaiming it, saluting it, heralding it, so that we can pass it on to everyone else. Because what more do we need in this world is all the joy that we can possibly attain.
Absolutely.
All right. So we had an awesome week. Yeah, since Valentine's Day, since we last checked in. Valentine's Day was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was just last
It
weekend.
was just last weekend. It feels like a lifetime ago. Time is simultaneously going slowly and fast at the same time.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about Valentine's Day? Share with the people like how we enjoyed each other's company.
Yes. Shout out.
Not in too many details though.
Shout out to your mother, my mother-in-law. She volunteered. She was voluntold. She was asked to.
She was asked.
And she graciously accepted the opportunity to watch our two beautiful children.
Yeah.
So that we could abscond.
Yeah.
So far away to Washington, D.C.
45 minutes, but 30 minutes away.
And spend quality time together.
Yeah.
Actually, we spent 2 full days away from the children.
2 full days away.
Yes.
2 full days
so
away.
So grateful to have just time to slow down and not have to. We did planning of what we were going to do for the two of us.
Yeah.
You picked out a few things. I picked out a few things.
Yeah.
We let Destiny pick out a few things. And it was just a nice, quiet, fun time.
Jaunt. Not having to stress, not having to think about anything, just enjoying each other's company.
Yes.
Flirting all the way through.
And me laughing the whole time.
You laughing the whole time.
I enjoyed having the opportunity to dress up.
Yeah.
I don't put on makeup every day for work. Anybody who works with me and who's listening to this, pre-pandemic, I used to wear makeup every day.
The pandemic, you were like, and we're done.
And then the pandemic was over and said and done with. And I was like, when the pandemic was ongoing and I, of course, needed to go into work, I also had to wear a mask. And I'm like, I'm not wearing a different mask every time and getting makeups all on the said mask. No. So, and people can only see half of my face.
Yeah.
And I never have been great with eye makeup. So to do makeup with just to my eyes and, just the top half of my face and then I say all that to say I'm grateful to when I have a reason to dress up and put on the makeups and just look a little bit more polished and glamorous.
Glamorous is what I would say. Polished. You're always polished. Glamorous is what I would say.
I'm grateful that you think that. I don't necessarily feel polished every day.
It's okay.
But I was grateful to have a place to go to where I was excited and had the time and had the energy to get dolled up.
Mm.
Get dolled up for you, get dolled up for the public, get dolled up for myself.
I
So,
didn't know the public was involved in it too. In the dolled up. I thought it was just for
well,
me.
I had to purchase the
It's not
items from
fair.
the public.
So
So
what? You have
why
to share
not
with
give?
them.
Yes,
You
why
have to
not
share it
give
with them
back?
as well.
Give back.
I see. I
Thank you,
see.
Ulta, Sephora, MAC
Way to cover it
Cosmetics.
up. Way to cover it up. No pun intended. Way to cover it up. You were very beautiful, and
Thank you so much.
you know I always say you don't have to wear makeup. Like I think you woke up like that. That's
Mm.
it. You woke
Mhm.
up like that.
Mhm.
But it is always nice to see you get dolled up, especially for me. Like it makes me feel special. I'm like, yeah.
You feel different. You know when you put on a nice
When I see you all dressed up and dolled up for me, yes, it does make me feel different.
yes, and I'm
That's for
equating
a different podcast.
and I'm I'm equating it to the fact that if you put on you personally
Yeah.
put on a tailored suit, you have your facial hair and maybe your hair on your head at a
I
certain
don't,
time, looking a certain way, that doesn't make you feel more confident and more like I'm ready to tackle whatever's coming next because
no,
I look good, I smell good,
no.
I'm more presentable.
I I like to think that I step out looking presentable all the time.
Mm,
So,
okay.
stay fresh. What can I say?
Okay. There's times
Nah,
where
I don't, if I'm being frank, 100% honest, um, I don't think that there's any one particular thing that makes me, or outfit or style that makes me go like, yeah, like I'm feeling it today. Um,
but when you go out and people compliment you on said outfit or your
oh, I
ensemble.
receive it, but it doesn't boost me one way or another.
Mm,
Yeah, it doesn't boost me one way or another. I'm like, oh, thanks.
hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
boost me.
I've had you to come back and be like, I got a lot of compliments on my
Yeah,
outfit
because it's
today.
like because it's just like it's interesting to me. It's more of like a fascination. Like, oh, I guess this comedy I did good today. You know what I mean? But it doesn't boost my it doesn't make me feel any more or less confident. Like
Mm,
I just receive it for what it is. I think it's because I think it's because I like it more when you give me compliments.
mm,
Like from strangers, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, cool, thanks.
mm,
But it's like from somebody that knows me and that sees me every day, then it makes me feel a bit better. But for the
mm.
most part, what I wear it for myself.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, I like it. I like the
as
way
you
it looks.
should.
Yeah.
It reminds me of how I don't know if it was my mother or somebody else who stated it to me, but it was a suggestion of when you have a big exam, a test. This is what my life has been: exam after exam after exam, both life exams and both
You're tested
medical,
every
clinical
day.
exams. Um, to on those days of the exam to actually
Mhm.
dress up and
Mm.
go a little bit for don't just put on the sweatpants because you know you're going to be sitting down and taking the proctored test or whatever. Actually take a little bit more time to not necessarily put on makeup, but if you want to, but look nice going into the testing site
Yeah.
because just looking nice and presentable gives you that extra boost of confidence of I know I'm going to get this right. I look
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm smart. Like
Right.
so
Right.
it's interesting for you that is not applicative to
Yeah.
you. I could say it applies to me.
Mm.
Like when
It,
I look good and I feel good about what I have on and what I am portraying
uh-huh.
out,
Hmm.
then I feel internally like I got
You
this.
got this. Yeah, for me, it's more internal than anything else. Like if I don't do my routines, that's when I start feeling
And what do you
like the
mean by
sluggish.
routines?
I have routines. I have I call it my loving care routine, something
Mm.
like that. Loving. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a checklist of things that I do
But
to.
you came up with that
I
name.
came up with it. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. It's on my phone, but it's a list of things that I do to start my day to make me feel like okay, uh, I'm on my groove.
Mm.
It's just a not necessarily a confidence building routine, but it's just a routine so that I will go into the day with with a little bit more pep in my step.
Hmm.
But it's like clothes and stuff. That doesn't really.
No.
No, it
And
doesn't.
your loving care
There was a
list.
time. No, there was a time though. Like if I got like a really dope haircut, yes. Like then it'd be like, yeah, I gotta go to the mall. I gotta go. So you know what I mean?
You
I guess
go
since
straight home. You go
I,
straight home.
I guess like since I went bald, it's just like that's probably where it went. It's like
Mm.
after I had lost my hair, it's just like you know what? I'm just gonna wear the best outfit that I could wear because that's all I got now.
Can I tell you something about you?
Oh gosh. You see,
The
this is
hair doesn't make the
see.
man.
Well, see, I believe in the out. I believe in the clothes don't make the man. You
The
know.
clothes don't make the man
Yeah,
either.
yeah. But it's like there was something about like getting a fresh haircut.
Mm.
There's like a fresh haircut and a bad haircut. If you got a bad haircut where you just look and you're just kind of like, nah. But it's like, like, it's all right. But if you got like something where it's just like, oh no, this is it. This is the
Like
one right
your
here.
freshest,
Oh my God, what y'all doing tonight? Where we going to? Dog, it's Tuesday. I know, but I'm looking fresh. Gotta go somewhere.
You have to have it be on a Friday when people
Gotta hit that Friday.
getting paid and
The thing
all of
about it is
that.
that, like, sometimes with some barbers, it's like you go to them on a Friday, they done seen like everybody that day. So by the time you get your haircut, it'd be like,
They're tired.
I'm
They're
done.
not.
I'm done. Here, you get as good as it gets. So I used to always try to go like in the middle of the week. Yeah,
Oh.
just because.
But then would your hair still be fresh by that Friday, Saturday?
It wouldn't be as fresh. It wouldn't be as fresh. So that's why I said Tuesday night. What y'all doing? Wednesday night. What's up? Dog, I gotta work tomorrow. Why you trying to go out? But I'm trying to be there for the let out. There's no let out.
Yikes.
But nah, I will say that like that those would be more so the haircut things. But yeah, like when people compliment me on outfits and stuff I wear, I just kind of go like, thank you. Keep it moving. Yeah.
Well, interesting to know about you.
You learn something new about me every time we have these conversations.
This is our true couples therapy.
This is our couples therapy. But yeah, we did have a really wonderful time. One of the things that I was happy about is that it was a time where we could just enjoy each other. It wasn't any specific activity that we needed to do anywhere. It was just like we're gonna eat and we're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
And just
we went window shopping.
And shopping.
And shopping. and we got some steps in.
Fresh
we walked
air.
around.
Got some fresh air.
Yes, we got some fresh air. It was a nice, weekend. People were outside. Yeah. We have had all this snow over these last few weeks, but it had started to melt last weekend. Yeah. Only for it to be snowing
right now. Again, I'm staring at all this snow coming down, and it's starting to stick too. But yes, like it was just very nice to just spend time together without having to, hurry to rush to our next activity. Because a lot of times for like birthdays and things like that, it's like, okay, we got to go do this. We have to, like other times where we're, having quality time together or celebrating something. But this was just a celebration where it's just like, let's just spend time together, have some good food, and enjoy the experience of the day of love.
Yes.
And I think mission accomplished.
Yes. Check.
Mission accomplished. What was your favorite part? Other than that. Your other favorite part.
Let's not address the elephant in the room. I enjoyed. So it was actually on our last day.
The last day, yeah.
It
was the activity. Funny enough, I'm over here talking about we ain't had to do no activities. We ain't had to do nothing.
It was the last day. Actually, we were gonna head home on that Sunday.
Yeah.
Because Valentine's Day fell on that Saturday, so we spent quality time together on that Friday and that Saturday. And then I remember Evie asked, she was like, "When are y'all coming home?" I was like, "Actually, Sunday evening, because." While we have to check out of the hotel,
real quick, can we
o'clock.
talk about the text that Evie sent you?
Yes, we will. We'll put a pin in it. So I told her we were coming home in the evening because we actually had a last activity planned for Sunday afternoon.
Right.
And I happened to come upon a local artistic focused hotel was having
the Eaton
Hotel, basically a workshop. Making cocktails, but it was going to be more couple focused, and it wasn't a special like Valentine's.
Oh, it was. What do you mean? It was a Valentine's themed event.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It was definitely like couples focused,
but it wasn't like it must be like a love. No, it was. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So yes, and so I enjoyed that. We got to meet other couples, one specifically, where they actually are engaged and going to be married at the end of this year, by the end of this year.
Yeah.
And so we were telling them about our journey, and they were telling us about their journey. So to see and talk to a couple in the beginning stages,
right.
And we're nowhere close to the beginning stages, and to have spent quality time with each other,
in the beginning stages,
and having a new experience of learning how to make cocktails. Like we drink the cocktails, but we don't know how to make them. So now we have recipes and we could bake them.
Yeah.
And just getting to meet new people. So we
Mm.
met new people at the workshop, the people who were actually leading the workshop. Shout
Booze,
out to Booze
Booze
Brothers
Brothers, Booze
and
Brothers.
all of the staff that comes together to make those workshops. So that wasn't a unique workshop in the fact that that's the only one that they do. They do
Yeah,
several throughout the year. And it was just great being in the space, an artistic space
yeah,
with you.
yeah,
So
and
I
also
say that
Booze.
that was the highlight of the
So,
weekend.
yeah, I will say like I will say that that was a really big highlight as well. And I love the fact that the Blues Brothers, their focus are on spirits that were created
Mm,
by people of color.
yes.
There were some very unique and really tasty cocktails
Yes.
and liqueurs that I was just like, yo, like
How can we
how do I get
purchase?
this? You
Yes.
know,
You
it's
took
like
all the
I
pictures
took
of
all the
all the
pictures.
alcohol.
I was like, if I'm going to host something and I'm going to have cocktails be made, or people are like, let's take shots, I'm gonna be like, look, this is what we're going to drink, and this is the story behind it, because it was very, very enlightening to
Yes.
see, our people doing some amazing things with some really tasty liquor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that was one of the highlights to me. I'll say the highlight is just watching you. I just have a good time just watching you and seeing you laugh and be happy. I posted the picture, the like basically my pictures on Instagram from the weekend, and my favorite in the set. I was like trying to put them all together, and I just could not resist putting up these 4 or 5 images of you just laughing. And it's like your head is cocked all the way back and you're leaning forward, and also your silliness, just you hiding behind the flower and you posing in the elevator. It's just like it to me, it was just like this is what the joy of Valentine's Day is. Just being free with each other. And even though we're 17 years deep, I can still make you laugh. You still make me smile. You still make me laugh. It is just having 17 years deep married. Let me be specific.
And 22 years of
22 our
Valentine's
22nd
days.
Valentine's Day. So all of those things together, just it's less about a specific moment and just more about the entire vibe, the aesthetic of of the weekend, and then just
He's
celebrating love.
smitten, ladies and gentlemen. He's
Hey,
smitten.
somebody help me. She put a spell on me.
You're supposed to be the Haitian
Hey, that is a stereotype that
and
I will never cop to.
the
What?
voodoo
How
and
dare
the
you? How
so who
dare
has
you?
the spell on who
How
is the
dare
real
you? How
question.
dare you? Don't you dare talk about my people like
How did
that.
you feel about, I'm just going to take a little aside. I don't know
Okay.
if I've asked you this
Oh boy.
before.
Here we go.
Um, Weekend at Bernie's, and how Weekend at Bernie's, the movie,
Uh-huh.
they said that basically there was a voodoo priestess that helped to bring him back alive,
Oh.
or helped to. Do you remember that from the movie?
Let me confess something to you right now. I've never seen Weekend at Bernie's.
What?
The first or the second one.
What?
I've never seen it. I know the premise of it. I've seen, the trailers, and I've never seen
Okay,
any of
so we're
Weekend at
gonna need to
Bernie's.
watch that
Never
like
seen it.
pronto. I didn't know that.
I've never seen Weekend at Bernie's. Like people always bring it up. I'll like bring it up like, like joking around and stuff like, oh, it's like Weekend at Bernie's, but I've never seen it.
What?
Yep. Yep. Never seen it. So
Okay.
I can't answer your question.
Wow.
So
Well, in that same context, how did you feel, or how do you feel when they showcase somebody from the Haitian diaspora, and they're always in a white garb, like a voodoo priestess?
Yeah.
And basically, that's
the stereotypes.
That's Haitian. That's what Haitians do. Some type of voodoo.
I think it's ignorant. That's all it boils down to, is ignorant. I think it's ignorant. I don't find it offensive because that is a part of our culture, but to me, it's ignorant when it's being used in a way to demonize. That aspect of Haitian culture, that faith, it should be respected as any other faith. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's wrong or that it should be mocked. Especially in an era where people are uneducated about it. I think that, like, for example, the movie The Life of Brian, the reason why, or any other thing that mocks Christianity and crack jokes about it, and kind of pokes holes through a lot of the imagery behind it. I think that I think it's appropriate because everybody knows, and everybody knows that it is humorous. But when you try to apply humor to cultures that people are not resoundingly familiar with, it makes it so that all of the stereotypes and all of the negative imagery about it becomes concrete for them. There's no foundation, and so that's all they know. And so yes, I think it's offensive. I think it's ignorant. And the only way that it would not be is if more people understood and respected it, and then it'd be like, you know what, it's okay to laugh at it.
Yeah.
It's okay to laugh at it. But because of the lack of that, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me.
Okay.
I had just had a conversation with my cousin the other day because we were talking about old movies, and
They talk about Weekend at Bernie's.
not Weekend at Bernie's. We were talking about how Stella got her groove back.
Uh-huh.
And there was a part in it when it first came out, and I remember the Haitian community was really upset, where Whoopi Goldberg's character, I barely remember it. So if anyone remembers it and can correct me, please do. But from what I recall, her character was talking to Angela Bassett's character, and she said something in line of, "He's from Jamaica. It's not like he's from Haiti. You're not gonna get AIDS." And I remember the Haitian community were livid. Like, it was like up in arms.
Yikes.
So I was talking to him about it the other day.
And I don't remember that clip, one, because I was a little bit young.
Yeah.
And it's so long ago. And I'm not of Haitian descent. So I wouldn't have considered myself offended by it.
You would have been like, oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Sure, it makes sense. Right. Because that goes back to the ignorance thing I was talking about. And I was talking to him about it, and he was just like, yeah, he was saying like, I barely remember this. I was like, I barely remember the movie, but I remember that particular aspect of it and how upset people were. And he was like, I think they took it out the movie because that wasn't in it when I was watching it the other day. And he was like, I remember that though. I remember people really being upset, but they must have taken it out. I was like, very smart of them too. Because it was that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially for a movie with a predominantly Black cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, the burial of Haiti is real. It's real. So I'm happy that they were like, let's remove it, if they did, or however it was done.
I bet they didn't remove it from Weekend at Bernie's though.
Yeah, I doubt Weekend at Bernie's had a remove.
Now I'm interested.
We'll find out. We'll watch it and then we'll see.
Okay, but unrelated.
Unrelated.
You said, what did Evie say to me that weekend? So they being the kids did not text message us much over the Valentine's weekend, but there were certain things that they did ask for permission for things,
and we'd call to check up on them.
Yeah, of course. So one of the times I asked her something. Okay, I have to find it.
And Evie, if you guys don't know, is our 10-year-old daughter. Very, very precocious, very smart, observant. She's the kind of person where it's like, if you're in a room with her, she will be quiet and she'll just be studying the room. And when she leaves, she will know every little tidbit detail about
what happened in this corner, what happened in that corner, what was stated. So on Friday night, I wasn't paying attention to my phone. She said, can I go to so-and-so's house tomorrow? So Saturday morning, when I saw the message, I put a thumbs down. Like, basically, your grandmother is watching you, stay put.
Yeah.
And so I put a thumbs down and she responded. This was at 9:21 in the morning. I was going to say, never mind. Like, basically, she wasn't interested in going to so-and-so's house. So then I sent her a little emoji saying, Happy Valentine's Day. It was at 9:21 in the morning. And she said, you too. But go be intimate with your partner. Those are the words that this 10-year-old, but go be intimate with your partner. What? My response was, okay, love you, bye. And I don't have any more text messages to her or from her that whole day.
Message received.
Okay, you're right.
Say less.
You're right, girl.
Say less.
You're right. Not my wig woman.
Right. Go be intimate with your partner. It's
I was gonna say never mind anyway. So you go be intimate with your partner,
fine.
not with my dad.
Your partner.
Your partner. Thank you, boo.
What are we doing? Like, what is happening?
It's already been done.
What have we unleashed?
It's already been
What have we
done.
unleashed into the world? Is
It's
my
already
question.
been
I've been
done.
saying that since they were born. What have
It's
we
already
unleashed
been
into the
done.
world?
It's already been done.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right. Let's talk parenting score now. Supermom.
Supermom.
Supermom extraordinaire.
What did I do?
All right. So
I spent the weekend away from the
it's the week.
that's the best
It's
type of
more than the
parenting.
best type
Leave
of
them be.
Let them go. See if they come back.
What did we do? What did we do last week that would constitute anything? So they didn't have school on
Monday or Tuesday.
or Tuesday.
And it looks like they might not have school tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give myself for parenting score, I'm gonna give myself a 8 this week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
And where
to
is
give
that
myself
8 coming from?
The 8 is coming from I like to, one of the things that I appreciate about being a parent is when your child recognizes that you're doing well and that you're doing as much as you can do. And every once in a while, Benjamin will come to me and he'll say, "You're the best dad." And it comes from a genuine place. Like he
doesn't need anything.
He doesn't need anything.
He's not asking for money.
It's just like he's like watching me. He's seeing what I'm doing, or we're going somewhere, or we're having a conversation, and he'll just say it, and it just makes me go like, "Thank you, I appreciate it." It makes me feel seen, and so I'm gonna give myself an 8 for that, and also
because he complimented you this.
Because he complimented me, and also I don't want to say I violated his trust, but he had a conversation with you about Valentine's Day, the girl.
Oops.
And I did not know that I was not supposed to be part of that conversation because you came and told me about it. Did you tell me that I wasn't supposed to talk to him about it?
I did.
You did. You said
I did.
You were like, "I'm not sure."
No, I did. I said he asked me, "Are you going to tell Dad about this?" And I was like, "Well, don't you already talk to Dad about stuff?" And he was like, "Yeah, but not about this." So anyway, go ahead.
So I brought it up, and he was like, "Yeah, I think I told Mom not to tell you." He's like, and I was like, "Oh, that's my fault." I was like, "That's my bad. I don't want you to not tell your mom things anymore. Sometimes things get mixed up." And so I felt so bad. But like smoothed it over. I smoothed it over, and I told him, I was just like, I'm completely okay with you telling your mom things and not telling me things, and vice versa. There would be things that I'm not going to be able to answer for you fully, and she'll be able to answer. And I think he got it. I think he got it.
So he's not telling me nothing ever again.
No, he will. He will. As far as I know, he will. He told me that he would. He was like, "I'm just playing. I'm not going." He's like, "I'm not doing that." But he did joke. He did make the comment. He was like, "I'm not telling Mom anything ever again." And I was just like, "No." I was like, "No, it's my fault." It's like, it's my fault. But it's like I felt like I betrayed your and his trust. But
I shouldn't have said anything.
You shouldn't have said anything. You shouldn't have. And we talk. I mean, even when he tells me things. Sorry, Ben. We share with each other. He knows this. There's no way that he doesn't know that we're not telling each other.
You don't tell me everything that is said. I mean, there's a bro code, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, a lot of times, like I will stop. Like I'll say to you, I'll be like, "I'm not going to share that part." And
I'm fine with that.
And I know it's completely fine. And so I tell him. So I was telling him, like, I was telling him that he should continue to talk to you. He should continue to share. And that it's not a problem. Like, it's not a problem. Like, I don't have a problem with it. But I did tell him, I did say that, I thought it was weird that you didn't. He was like, "Oh, she," that's what he said. He was like, she asked me. And so, I felt like I had to tell her. And I was like, yeah, that's the difference between me and your mom. Your mom is going to be like, "What's going on? What's happening? What's going on?" And I'm going to be like, "You know what? When he's ready to have a conversation, he got to come."
I ain't got time for that. Benjamin is walking because of me. Okay? Yes, he was walking a little bit at the daycare, but once they said, "Oh, is he walking for you?" That was all I needed.
That's all you needed, and you just
Stand
kept
up, little baby.
putting him on his
Keep
feet.
one
Go.
right, left. I'm an inquisitive person.
That
I've been
was that
inquisitive.
was such like a torturous week. I was like, please leave him alone. Like he's gonna walk
He
when he's
walked.
ready
He
to.
walked by the end of that week. He walked by the end of that week. How I got started on the conversation about Valentine's with him is because this being Evie's last year in elementary school, I was like, Evie, this is the last year that you can give out Valentine's cards. We have to get Valentine's cards
Mhm.
for school. And so, in me thinking about that, I said it out loud, and it was just me and Ben in the car. I was like, I still have to make or get Valentine's cards for Evie's classroom. And I was like, do you want to give out Valentine's cards, candy or some type of sorts? He was like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind giving out candy to my friends. And so then that's when he volunteered. There's a special someone that he was thinking of
Yeah.
asking to be his Valentine. I was like, oh,
Now we're
okay.
just violating altogether, but putting it on here. Let's just stop the
He didn't tell
conversation
me.
now.
He didn't.
I know
He didn't say
that's
who the
it,
first one.
and done. So he told you, and done.
Yes, he told me, and
Hey everybody, hey internets.
and I gave him some advice around how he could ask and what could be said or
Yeah,
not said in
yeah,
that regard. So it wasn't any really like secretive. He never even told me who the person was.
yeah.
Like I still don't know to this day. And interesting enough, he decided, like I asked him about it a few days later. I was like, so did you ask the person? And he was like, no, I decided not to. I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, okay. Like, like it wasn't a big deal for him. It
Yeah,
was just that I happened to ask him
right.
about giving away candy or cards. And he was like,
Hmm.
oh, since you're asking, it's honestly how you said, it's just like, because she asked,
Yeah,
I, but he could have not shared
yeah.
or,
I mean, I think that's one of the things that I am proud of us for, and I hope that we can continue it. Is just keeping that line of communication open with them. Like anytime they have a thought, feeling, whatever, even though one of them is probably listening outside the door right now, whatever it is that that they feel comfortable enough coming to us, and we had the conversation with Evie about sex, and so now she'll like ask the most random, "What is?" This is like, that's what this is, that's what that is, and it's not comfortable, but it's necessary.
yes,
And at times it is comfortable and it's funny. What's
yes.
funny is when they make when they make inappropriate jokes, and I'm like, why?
And you're so funny. You're like, do you even know what that is?
Right,
And
and
they're
it
like,
becomes a
yes,
lesson.
yes. And then they say, and you're like, oh, I guess you do know what that is. You always seem so surprised
God
that
bless
they
the
know what the
internet.
thing
Whatever, however
is.
it is, it's always concerning.
School
It's
and
concerning.
classmates.
School,
That's what it
classmates.
is.
We got to stay ahead of it as much as we can.
So you're saying you're giving yourself an 8 for that.
Yeah.
I would say I give myself a 10.
Hello.
Actually, for last week.
Word.
We have been crafting, or I would say this is one of my projects, wanting to be more intentional about what we're putting out there. Be it that we're claiming joy, we're showing a joy that comes with being a parent, being a business person, a
Mhm.
mother or father or entrepreneur for you, me, a clinician, a scientist. And so, in that intentionality, I want us to be more, I guess this goes with the beginning of the discussion of being polished and
Mm.
showing our best self. So, we were able to have a Hampton University alumni
Mm.
come and take pictures of us. But in order, before this headshot,
Mm.
headshots were done for our family individually, I felt like it was my task, since we're being more intentional about being polished and showing and claiming joy, is what are people going to wear and how are people's hair going to look? And so there's a lot of coordination around that. So I'm
Mm.
giving myself a 10 because over the last 3-4 weeks, I've been very thoughtful about, okay, so what is Joseph gonna wear? Okay. So what is Evie gonna wear? Okay. So what is Benjamin gonna wear? Okay. Okay. Now, hairdos. You go to the hair salon this day. You go to the hair, but everybody in the house has hair except for Joseph. Joseph does his own hair. So, okay, so so the photographer was coming to us. Where do the pictures get taken? Okay, I need to send potential places of where the shots can take
Mm.
place. So just that
The
logistics and
logistical aspect of it.
strategy, it took a lot of brain power on
Mm.
top of being a scientist, on top of being a mother, on top of being a clinician, on top of all the BS here, there, and everywhere in this world. That was one aspect that I felt I needed to get this right.
Mm.
Um, so a lot of moving pieces and logistics, it got taken care of. It was done. We
Super
all looked
mom.
perfect and well. So that was one thing. And then two, another Hampton University alumni. Okay, can we give the shout outs? The first Hampton University alumni that I was referring to as the photographer extraordinaire is Jack Manning. And now
The
this,
third. Don't
the
forget the third.
third, yes, Jack Manning the third. And then the second Hampton University alumni that I'm about to highlight and reference is this choreographer extraordinaire, this beautiful dancer and artist, Chloe Davis. And we first saw her on Broadway
Yeah.
as she was a dancer in the Paradise Square. Uh,
They won a
they won a
Tony. Yeah, I
Tony.
think they won a
They won a
Tony. Yeah.
Tony Award, and just a beautiful, diverse cast about New York City and the Irish and
Yeah.
the African American population just
Hmm.
coming together in this Paradise Square. So we saw that maybe 2, 3 years ago. Went up to New York and were able to give her flowers at the time.
Hmm.
And fast forward to 2, 3 years later, it's 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I think.
And
Yeah.
then fast forward to 2 years later, she happened to be being the lead choreographer of a local musical in our area.
Yeah.
And so when I caught wind of that, thank you, Instagram, I was like, "Uh-oh, Chloe, you're in our neighborhood. We have to come."
It was funny. What I want to fill in and let people know is that I the algorithm, of course, does what it does. I was sitting at scrolling through, and the name of the play popped up, and I saw it was all basically predominantly black cast, and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool. This looks like something cool to go with the family." And they were having a special free screening, and
Mm,
I was like, "Oh, okay. Let me find out when the free screening was," and the schedule just wasn't aligning. And then
mm.
I was like, "You know what? Let me just see about getting tickets." And I was looking at the calendar. I was like, our weekends are crazy. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, I was just like, you know what, forget it. And this was 4 weeks ago. I think I told you
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
I went to type to search for it because I was sending the link to a friend. And I went to search for it, and it was like, you visited this website 4 weeks ago. I was like, oh, so it was literally a month ago that I saw it. But good.
So when I found out that she was the lead choreographer, I was like, okay, well, we drove all the way to New York for her.
Right.
So
And I
we
was like, forget school night. Like, if Chloe's there, I was like, before it was just like, I didn't know that Chloe was part of it. I
yes,
didn't pay
yes,
attention to the cast or the crew.
yes.
So I was like, yeah, it's like, it's not that serious. We'll catch it some other time or whatever. It's not that.
So it was the musical Little Miss Perfect, and it is a musical of this high school student who feels like she's needs to be a perfectionist in order to get into college. She was interested in going to Howard University,
Mm.
the other HU, and just it details her journey to be the best student that she can be, the best daughter that she can be, the best friend she can be, and how that takes a toll on her
Yeah.
productivity and her mind and her activities.
Yeah. And
So
the crux of it was that she wanted to go to Howard, but she was too busy, preoccupied with being perfect to the point where she was seen as so perfect that she never ventured outside of her bubble.
yeah,
And so when she
and didn't feel a need to.
and didn't feel a need to, and she thought like just having the grades would be okay, but the who's the person that welcomes people to school, the representative for Howard University
Yes,
was like, you need
admissions.
the admission that's the person, the admissions person at Howard was like, you need to have more extracurricular activities, show us that you can be a leader.
Yes,
And so she decides that she's going to run for school president,
spoilers.
which I mean, which means that she needs to step out of her
And put her,
comfort
yeah,
zone.
yeah,
And
break out of her shell and
and nothing but positivity comes from that, you know?
so it's her journey of learning. And so we told the kids that we were going to take them to a musical. Our kids enjoy watching musicals.
Yeah.
Evie has been a part of a few musicals at her school.
Been to.
Benjamin has been a part of a few
Yeah.
musicals. They're both
In the creative
singers.
arts.
Yeah, and they're both interested in it. So they were like, "Where are we going? Where are you taking us?" I told them very little information.
Yeah.
And then within the first 5 minutes, they were leaning forward.
Having a
They
good
were
time.
clapping, dancing a little
I mean,
bit.
the-
They were like, "So I think so and so is the villain." Oh, I think like they were
Yeah.
into it. So
it helped that the production quality was so high,
and
like, it
and the
was super-
choreography by the Hampton
was
alumni.
amazing. Choreography was amazing. I mean, it's a really good play. It's very, very entertaining and engaging.
And the people could sing.
They could sing, and the characters were so vivid and
Even
colorful.
the costumetry.
Costumes, everything. It was firing all cylinders. It was such a good time.
Yeah.
And
The
so-
kids enjoyed themselves. So I say all of that to say I helped to coordinate this musical field trip and the getting together, the logistics for that, for the photos, and being a mom and cooking dinner and trying not to fuss too much at everybody in the house. So I give myself a 10.
Bravo. You deserve it. You deserve it. I'm happy that you gave yourself a 10. Okay, Little is perfect.
I'm working on that. I got a therapist and an executive coach, and I'm working on it.
It's wonderful. I love it.
I got a Noom coach. My coach has a coach.
No, we're so grateful. We're so grateful that you were able to put all that together. Especially, getting the photos together, because I've been needing new headshots for probably 6 or 7 years now. And so, the fact that we have the headshots and we
New
have
photos loading
these
soon.
pictures, it's gonna be cool.
Do you know that it's an old, maybe TikTok, maybe Vine, but maybe it's Instagram. I've shouted out all the
social
things.
media. Maybe MySpace. Maybe Black Planet.
No, it's a little thing. It's an audio clip. It's like, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me.
I don't remember that.
I have to find it.
Yeah,
but basically, it's like I'm about to put out a whole bunch of material and things. So be prepared
to be sick of me.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
I'll
that
have
at
to
all.
find the audio and play it for you.
That's real funny.
I'll have to put it. I'll splice it in.
That's real funny. But yes, but yeah, so grateful. We're so grateful that you did it. And you deserve the 10. You deserve more than the 10. So fantastic job, love.
I had to find the clothes. Found everybody's outfit except for yours.
No, you didn't find mine.
No,
Yeah.
I also didn't do your hair. You make your
Yeah,
hair
the
appointment,
hair.
but I did everybody else's.
Yeah, you did.
This is a parenting score, not a marriage score. Okay.
That'll be for the next episode. That's next week. What's your marriage score? What's your marriage score
We're not
this
gonna
week?
talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, too funny. Okay.
I made it so you didn't have to think about their outfits and
That's
their
true.
their
That's true.
togetherness
That's
and
true.
the hair and the.
That's true. I just needed to coordinate getting them to and fro all the activities.
There we go.
And that never ends.
I told you they
Gotta
need to
start
do
planning for money.
esports and
Oh,
things
no,
that
not the
things come to.
esports.
You don't have to go anywhere for esports, okay?
All right, let's wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We hope that you had a good listen and that you are finally venturing to wherever you need to go. If you are on a commute or if you are cleaning up your home, we hope that you're completed by the time we finish. My name is Joseph Vivens. You can find me at Joseph Vivens on Instagram. And
You can find me at Sadhana_Jackson_Vivens on Instagram. I'm also on LinkedIn, as
as well.
Sadhana Jackson.
And I'm on LinkedIn too as Joseph Vivens. Yeah. And you can also find us at First Off Podcast. And you can follow my movie, SOS Movie Official, on Instagram as well, and on TikTok and on YouTube. Check out the trailer when you get a chance. In addition to that, vivensmedia.com. Hit it up. You'll see the books that we produced, and also other fine forms of entertainment. Thank you guys so much for watching. AreYouAFanYet.com is the website. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Any final words of wisdom for them, Sadhana?
Claim joy.
Claim joy. I love it. I love it. See you guys. Have a good one. Peace.
You said thanks for watching.
Well, thanks for listening too.
Hey, this is Evie. Thanks for listening to First Off, featuring my parents, Sadhana and Joseph. Music by Uncle Verse. You can hear more of his music at VERSE VersGBOS on Instagram. That's VersGBoss. You can find us on Instagram too, at First Off Podcast and at Are You a Fan Yet? Or visit vivensmedia.com. And this outro is done by me, Double EVEE. Evie, bye-bye!